Since we played a game of digits, I think we should play a game of gist. Nate helped us out with digits. He's going to help us out with gist. He's going to tell us a story. And you, gistologists, I want you to see if you can catch the gist of Nate's story.
I'm 6 years old and I'm in my dad's pickup truck with my sister. We're on our way to the Revere Beach flea market. We're going to look for antique alarm clocks. At least my dad is. I'm going to look for musical instruments. And over the years, I get a ukulele, a violin, an auto harp, a synthesizer, and a 4-track tape recorder. It's 1985. I'm 13 years old and I'm in Craig Hutchinson's basement. The drummer we usually play with is not available today, so we've called in Craig's older brother Rick to play drums. We play for about 4 hours that afternoon, and I must have played the synthesizer, my little synthesizer that I got at the flea market, okay, because Rick keeps calling his older bandmates down to the basement, and over the course of the afternoon, I realized that I've just been inducted into Joe Stretch and the Rubber Band. I'm gonna turn this up. It's 1991, and I'm 18 years old, and I've just finished my first year studying jazz composition at Berklee College of Music. I'm feeling a little bit nervous, though, because tomorrow morning, my new band, Blase Cabaret, goes into the studio to record our first album entitled Clockin', inspired by my dad's clocks. Music is my life. It's 1996. I'm 24, and I'm living at 81 College Ave in Medford, Massachusetts. It's a 6-bedroom house I share with my bandmates, and we're each paying $216 a month in rent. I'm living on rice, beans, and ramen noodles, and I couldn't be happier. I've got that old 4-track that's just falling apart, but barely working. You can see the buttons are falling off from pressing them too much. And I'm just about to record a new song for the Silas Shepherd Trio. We call the album Lost in Dorville, and we're schlepping our gear all over the Northeast. Any gigs we can get, mostly little ragtag rooms, and we really believe in our music, we really believe in ourselves, and we're following our dreams. But honestly, nobody's following us. It's 2000, and I'm backstage waiting to go up at Red Rocks Amphitheater in Denver, Colorado. This is a bucket list gig if ever there was one, and I'm really excited. I've got a new band called John Brown's Body. I'm playing keyboards, and we are on the road constantly. We've got a booking agent, a publicist, a manager, a record label, a sweet 15-passenger van and trailer, and we're on the road sometimes up to 9 weeks at a time, and as a result, the band is as tight as a tourniquet. But at the same time, I feel I've lost something. The musical open ocean of possibilities that was Joe Stretch and the Rubber Band has narrowed down into this very specified, genrefied musical landscape, and I feel that the tourniquet metaphor is a little too appropriate here.
Time to move on, my brother. Time to move on. Time to move on.
So, it's 2001, and my bandmates and I have decided to try a little musical experiment. Just for fun, we're going to switch instruments. So we gather up a handful of microphones and a cassette deck, and we call it Mang Studio. And we're just going to have the trumpet player try out the keyboards. He's never really played it, and you can hear it. Listen to his playing. The sound guy's going to try the drums, and it's the same thing. It's rough and tumble, but we hit record because something magical is happening. The result is equal parts embarrassing and liberating. It's 2006. I have a 2-year-old son, and I'm no longer touring, and I've just landed my dream job working as a producer and engineer at Rep Studio in Ithaca, New York. I get to work with all kinds of musicians. Some of them are amazing, some of them not so much, but I enjoy working with them all. And I get to play all kinds of instruments. People are impressed and they say, "Nate, you could play just about anything." And I say, "Well, yeah, I could play guitar, keyboards, drums, bass, whatever. I can't really play wind instruments, unless you count the harmonica."
Always want to have you near me, yes.
It's 2014, and the musical experiment has struck a chord with people, and since then, we have made 10 albums over about 15 years. And while the results are a little neater and cleaner, the recording sessions are still very chaotic and spontaneous. We've managed to avoid the stage for about 15 years, but we're just about to play a sold-out show at the Bowery Ballroom in New York City.
Carry me away from my home. What comes so easy, I never wanted it to leave me, yes. But easily it will go. So come on, where do you want to be?
And now, it's 2015. Where do you want to be? That's my story. Thank you.
In fact, this endows you with the first aging superpower. It's called gist. And gist is how we catch the story behind the story. It turns out older people are better at gist than younger people.